Man. Sounds good. I'm trying to buy some, actually, I'll tell you guys in a second. Excuse me. Let's see. How many people do we have in here? We got Silver Days. Silver Days is in the chat. Let's go. What's up? XRP Army. What's up, John? How are you? Coming in hot with the coin request. ASM, Rari, and Suku, please. Let's put those up for you, and then we'll eventually get to look at them. ASM, Rari, and then Suku. Can you do an update on Reactive? Hey, thanks for the comments. I recognize your logo. It kind of looks like the Netflix logo. Reactive. Yeah, dude. Wow. Look at this breakout. Beautiful. Bingo Bingo, welcome to the live stream, man. How are you? What's up, Knights of Insomnia? For Profits in the chat. What's up, Vince? All right. Yeah, we got to start looking at these coins because we're going to have a whole bunch of people come in here soon. So let's take a look at the member coin first. ASM, Assemble. Taking a look at ASM on the live stream. So keep in mind we did not hold support. So we were really looking for a breakout, but we did get rejected. So let's actually remove the drawings. So we were extremely overbought. And what did we tag? Yeah, so we actually had a 618 retracement perfectly, a 618 retracement at 6 cents 20. So unfortunately right now, we are no longer bullish because we need to get back over 3 cents 20. We didn't hold through support. So targets on the downside are 2 cents 10. As long as it stays over 2 cents 10, then the next target would be 3 cents 20. And then once we actually get a breakout over that area, then retesting the 618 would be in play. And yeah, that's pretty much it for ASM. Keep in mind we were extremely overbought. We did get a correction. We did not hold key areas of support, so now we're getting a bigger sell-off. But we are resetting the RSI and the stock RSI, so we just have to wait a little bit longer to get that continuation up. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. There you go. Let's read the chat. What's up, Charmander? What's up, Vince? Vlad says, hi, brother. How are you doing? Sold PNG today. Kind of disappointed with their update because the coin is dipping. I have about 17K. I haven't decided to what to invest in. Well, first of all, Vlad, I hope you made some money, and then I hope that you don't have to put it back in immediately. It's okay to wait and don't FOMO in. That's how you get chopped up. So you could just wait, relax, take your profits, which hopefully you're in profits, and then you could find another coin that hasn't moved and that you think is going to move, and then you could buy. You don't even have to put all of it in at once. You could just maybe do half and half or whatever, but keep a sound mind and don't panic and just relax, okay? Flip Coins is in the house. What's up, Flip Coins? How are you? I did chest and triceps today. Upper body, let's go. Flight Time says, what about Toshi? We could take a look at that. Can you look at Toshi, Amp, and Spark? You guys are asking way too many coins right now, so we will try to take a look at all of them, but obviously we have to do the member coins first, super chats, and then we can eventually do the coins that you guys are looking at. So you might just have to wait a little bit longer. So let's take a look at, so we just did ASM. We have Beam and FitFee. Oh, let's go. Beam's going up, and then FitFee. FitFee's still not moving. Let's see. So let's take a look at Beam. Yeah, so for Beam, nothing has changed. Dwayne Kelly, 1 cent is still resistance, which clearly we're making our way up to. Keep in mind, we are overbought, so if we do get one last impulsive move up, hopefully we do break that area, and then we can start taking a look at support. And then on the downside, 2072 needs to hold, so in case the top is in temporarily, with any sort of correction and then a move back up, we need to stay over 2072. So that's pretty much it for Beam. And then let's take a look at Rari. Yeah, so for Rari, nothing has happened from our last video. So Rari is still macro bearish under $2. It's $1.09 right now. And it does need to establish a floor at 80 cents. So clearly we're already way over the floor, so we don't necessarily have to worry about it. And it looks like we double bottomed. As of right now, you want to make higher lows and keep this uptrend going. The next target is $2.09, then $3.84. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then FitFee. Yeah, I mean, this thing, nothing's changed. Dwayne Kelly. Nothing's changed with this coin. So you're just consolidating right now. And bearish under 206, bullish over 1 cent 50. And then it obviously needs to establish a floor, which, again, it's really not doing anything. So there's no uptrend or anything right now with this coin. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said Suku. Yeah, Suku's having a nice move up, but you're still macro bearish, unfortunately. So Suku won't have a run until we break 11 cents and a half, so 11.50. And then we have resistance at 6 cents. And once we break this area of resistance, so just keep in mind, we could still come back up to this point and make a lower high and validate this downtrend. You're just making lower highs with Suku. So you validate this downtrend. Once you get a breakout over 11.50 though, the next target on the upside should be up to 60 cents, which is the 618. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Flip coins is the house. I read that. Beam, PYR, FitFee update. Update, I already did that. Reactive is moving. Look, man, no hands. What is Cock Inu? Some TA would be nice on it. Oh, that's Matthew Dropco's coin. I think that's Matthew Dropco's coin. Cock Inu. It's Avalanche's. It's Avalanche's coin. Yeah, so let's make a video on Cock Inu. Taking a look at Cock Inu. So Cock Inu had a really nice move up. Nothing has changed with our chart right now. Keep in mind we are extremely overbought and we are getting stuck at resistance. So on the upside, 6.084 does need a break. 5.013 would be in play. On the downside, as of right now, it needs to stay over 6.063. Because although you are going to start an uptrend here, we do need to keep this uptrend going, making lower highs and lower lows. So if we do get some sort of pullback and consolidation, it needs to stay over 6.063. If it doesn't, we're going to probably come back down and retest these lows. But we do have support, so if at any point if it does fall below 63, then we will look at areas of support. Again, keep in mind we're extremely overbought right now, so if we don't get one impulsive move back up, which pushes us hopefully through 84, we are going to get some sort of correction. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's see. What's up, JR Ford? How are you? Matthew Dropco says you started early. Yeah, because I was done, like, for the most part, I was done with work. So I'm like, okay, I'll just start a little bit early today, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sad news about the car, aka no new car. Well, I mean, granted, like, okay, so like, you know, we got married, and I was like, hey, like, I work from home for the most part, and then, you know, I go work out of the office like 2 to 3 times a week. and I'm not gonna say what she does, but she works on appointment. So basically, it's like, hey, why don't you sell your car? Which she actually made money on her car. They cut her a check, like she had like 11 or 12K in positive equity in her car, and then mine was like barely, negative. Unfortunately, they gave me 23.5 on my car. But anyway, I was making like my car payments were $500, hers were like 400 or 340 or whatever. So I was like, hey, let's just like I'm just gonna buy a really cheap, reliable car, and then we could both use it. That way, we could just like have our money, like we could save it, and then save our money and just drive one car. So she agreed. She was like, yeah, that's really smart. Let's do that. So we both did that in November. And then now it's like, oh, well, I'm not, I just have like an influx of all that money just coming into my account. I'm like, what about if I do like buy a, Mustang or like some sort of like sports car? Because I had a sports car. So I don't know if you saw a picture, but I had a 2019 Toyota 86 TRD SE, which is the special edition car, which only 1,000 of them were built, stick shift. So keep in mind, I also drove stick shift for the last like 15 years of my life. So I love stick shift. But after I sold my car in 2023, it's automatic and it's like super boring driving, and the car has no power. But anyway, it's because it's so cheap. Like again, like $40 a tank, and it goes like it goes like 300 miles. Isn't that like I get 32 miles to the gallon? Oil changes are super cheap. Like the car repairs are super cheap. So, but I'm getting that itch. I'm like, ooh, like hey. But yeah, Vision is right. I should probably like put that money back in. But I'm not. First of all, I deleted Coinbase, and I did that. Like I emailed them. I can't open up a Coinbase anymore. So my account is closed, and I did that because I didn't want to go back in and to get chopped up. So it is what it is. Whatever coin I buy now, it has to either be on Robinhood or Gemini, which Robinhood is where I have my Doge on, and then Gemini is where I have my Robinhood, and then oh my God, Gemini, am I having a stroke? Gemini is where I have my Dogelon, and Robinhood is where I'm going to be buying Bitcoin next cycle. Anyway, you said, can you take a look at UMA? Yeah, but anyway, I told her, and she was like, yeah, I mean, so basically, I told her, and she's like, oh, well, I want to buy a pink Lexus, or like the really nice like hybrid rose gold like Lexuses or whatever, and I was like, ooh, like and then I kind of was like, okay, well, how about we don't buy new cars? And then she's like, yeah, it's like the whole point, like we did that is so that we could just like keep our money and not like pay interest or pay the banks. And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. But then I was like, well, I was like, I could just pay it off though. But then that's like also a lot of money coming out of my account, so I don't want to do that. Anyway, let's see. You said Avalanche, right? No. You said UMA. Oh, I always get those two confused. UMA and Avalanche. Yeah, UMA had a really nice move up. UMA USD. Taking a look at UMA on the live stream. So UMA finally had a really nice move up after this sell-off since November, December of 2024. Keep in mind, on the macro time frame for UMA, we are still bearish under $2.24, and it's bullish over $3.97. So we still have long ways away to break through resistance before we turn macro bullish again. And then on the downside, we just have to hold this previous low. Obviously, we do have support on the way down, but because we're bearish, it really doesn't matter as long as we hold, we say over 89 cents, you're going to get consolidation, accumulation, and then an attempt to break out, kind of like what we did last time here. But we never ended up breaking up, and we made a lower low. So that's pretty much it for UMA. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let's see. Flipcoin says Zebic Is it holding? Oh, it's breaking out. Yeah. Taking a look at Zebic network on the live stream. So Zebic is actually breaking out. So let's remove these indicators, and we are getting a breakout. We are bullish officially. Yeah, officially we're bullish over 2035. So we'll look at areas of support at this point, but targets on the upside right now are 46, 56, and previous all-time high 2073. And then once that breaks, obviously price discovery. I think, what is it, 6 cents? That's the target. Yeah, 1 cent 50, and then on the macro time frame, is it 6 cents? It's 2 zeros 89. Sorry, 2 zeros 89. So 2 zeros 89, and then 1.5 cents. But obviously we have a lot of areas of resistance to break through right now. As far as support, I'd say as long as we stay over. Yeah, so we could actually delete this. As long as because that actually lies directly in support. As long as we stay over this box at 34 to 37, then it'll be beautiful. You're making you're making higher highs and higher lows, and you're bouncing from support. So all the targets on the upside are valid as long as we stay over the box. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bam. JR Ford says, can we take a look at OM Mantra, please? Oh, you mean the coin that, like, rugged? Yeah, wow. I mean, this has long ways to go. Yeah, it's still bearish under 46 cents, bullish over 81 cents. So you still got long ways to go with Mantra. Be careful with this coin, by the way. Don't buy a new Hot Rot, buy a Miata. There are dexes, bro. Anyone can literally buy anything. I'm not going to do that. One day you'll get that car back, no doubt. Yeah, I want to buy the same car again. Because I really liked it. It was a limited edition car. I did a lot of good things to it. I put a 360 bird eye view camera on there. And it's a sick car. Like, it was fine. But I think, like, when you take money out of the market and you're like, oh, like, it's like the universe trying to suck you back into spending that money, but it's like, oh no, I'm just gonna put it in my account and hopefully I don't spend it. But it's funny how that works. Anyone think Doge hits $1 a year is out of touch? Doge needs utility for that. Can we take a look at Doge and Shiba? Yeah, we can. Dwayne Kelly for 5 beans. Thank you so much. I'm like catching up on all the messages. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. Thank you so much. Free Hope, you're not the only guy. Wait, Free Hope? Free Lightning. Hope you're not the only guy who believes Doge can hit $1. It can hit $1. Dwayne Kelly says, I got a TRD too. Heck yeah. Yeah, they're good cars, and they're, like, cheap to fix, and they're really nice, little, they're really nice, they're like sports cars. Whatever TRD edition you have, they're special edition, and they're sports, so I like it. Let's see, you said Doge. Yeah, we should do an update video on Doge. Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So as of right now, we actually have a breakout. We broke through this area of resistance for Doge. So we could actually delete this now because we actually broke out. Now we have to hold through areas of support. So on the macro time frame for Dogecoin, 43 cents, 48 cents, which is this previous area of resistance, is in play. So hopefully, if we stay in the green, if the RSI stays overbought and we get a massive impulsive move up, 43 through 48 is in play, okay? If we're going to cool off on the RSI, and I can't stress this enough, a lot of people are going to get upset because they're going to buy right now and we're going to have a correction. And obviously you want to take a look at these indicators. So these indicators are screaming there's a correction. So on the downside, it needs to stay over 22 to 24 cents. As long as it can stay through this area, then the targets on the upside are still valid. And then on the downside, it just if this area doesn't hold, we are going to get a bigger move back down to 20 cents support, 18 cents, and then 16 cents. We'll just have to monitor it at that point and see how low the RSI is going to go before we get some sort of correction, some sort of recovery and relief rally. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm here. Let me go back and listen to X so I could catch up. Be right back. What's up, Wealth Abundance? Well, there's a lot of people in the chat today typing, so I have to like kind of... What coins do you mostly invest in? You don't want to know. I invested in a coin that I saw, and I sold the bottom like a month ago or whenever it was. Aloe will tell you all about it. Aloe will tell you all about it. And then I have Doge on Mars, which, you know what, just at this point, just don't even look up. Wasted Memory says it can actually go. It's just on a meme. Blue chip token, of course. I'll be taking profits from Doge as it goes up this cycle. I already have last cycle. Bingo for 2 beans says Casper, Virtuals, Moonwell, and Cookie Dow. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. Let's start taking a look at your coins. You got a lot of coins to look at, so let's take a look. Taking a look at Caspa. Taking a look at Caspa on the live stream. So Caspa, it looks like it's attempting to have a breakout right now. So as of right now, we said bullish over 8 cents 90, and then once that breaks, the next target is the 618, which as of right now is around 12 cents 30. We haven't quite hit it yet, and we are technically making a lower high. So keep in mind, we do need to get to and break over 12 cents 30, and then the targets on the upside are valid, which is 15, 20, and then all-time highs. Price discovery up to 49 cents would be the next target. Now we could actually delete this because we broke the 382 and say that as long as with any sort of correction, we need to stay over 9 cents and 9 cents 99. So let's just say 10 cents. The reason why that's so important is because the RSI is extremely overbought. So with any sort of correction, we need to stay over this area. And then with that, once we turn bullish again, the targets on the upside are all still valid. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. And then let's take a look at virtuals. Yeah, virtuals. Yeah, so we have support here, and we actually bounced from support, so that's pretty good. And then, yeah, so taking a look at virtuals protocol on the live stream. So we actually came back down, retested the 236382, which was support. Now we're getting a breakout, but we do need to break $1.96 because if we don't, we're still validating this downtrend, making lower highs. So once we break $1.96 at 303 and then previous all-time high are targets on the upside. And then on the downside, if we do get rejected at this previous area of resistance, then we are going to come back down, and from there we might be forming a downward channel or a falling wedge before we start getting bullish again. But obviously so far so good. We just need to break 196. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. These are all good coins to look at, so I'm making videos on them. Moonwell, yeah, so Moonwell bullish over 3 cents 10. We broke out right now. 5 cents 12 is the target on the upside, I think. Yeah, so the 382 we broke out, and then yeah, so right now 5 cents 12 is on the play, and then on the downside it needs to stay over 3 cents 16 because it hasn't really moved as of yet. And then Cookie Dow, a lot of people ask for Cookie Dow, man. You'd be surprised. Taking a look at Cookie Dow on the live stream. So we are getting some sort of correction right now. We are over the 382 again at 17 cents 90. What we don't want to see is getting stuck at 23 cents, which is what we talked about in the last video, because you're validating this downtrend, making a lower high. Once you get a breakout, 32 cents would be in the next target. Double top breakout should send us to 48 cents, and then from there to the moon. As always, I'll keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. And there you go. Free lightning for a free membership. Hey, thank you so much, Perry. But the deal is that now you have to actually subscribe. So once you get the free membership, you have to subscribe now. You can't just let it go to waste. Congratulations, Perry X, and thank you so much, Silver Days. What's up, N Sweet? Welcome to a live stream. I just hit the like button 11 times. Let's go. Slexon, what's up? Crypto20 says, what's your thoughts on DIA? Just had a really nice pump. I just made a video on it. I just made a video on DIA. Dude, it's so hot here. Yeah, so for DIA, yeah, it had a monster move up. Taking a look at DIA on the live stream. So we had a monster move up. We broke 73 cents. With any sort of pullback on DIA, yeah, you can see the 382 70 cents also does coincide with support. So with any sort of pullback, and the reason why I say pullback is because obviously you can see that the RSI is extremely overbought. So if there is no continuation up and we get some sort of retracement and a pullback that will reset the RSI and the stock RSI, it needs to stay over 70 to 73 cents. 70 to 73 cents. As long as you stay over that, you're gonna keep this uptrend going. You're making higher lows and higher highs, and $1.65 should be in play. And then once we break $1.65, this thing should go to the moon. But that's pretty much it for DIA. I'll keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. There you go. PNG V3 officially launched today. Nothing new in terms of price action, but the exchange looks totally different. Yeah, what did it do with the price? Yeah, you guys have been asking for PNG. Yeah, we're still stuck in resistance. So it didn't really do anything, so we could still come back down to the lows. NSU says Brett and Jasmine. Is Brett on based? I think we have a chart for this, right? No, this isn't the right one. Yeah, Brett is... Oh, it's actually breaking out. On the shorter time frame. Yeah, let's redraw the indicators. I mean, obviously you know it's a complete gamble, but for some reason this has 636 million market cap. And it is it's a 250% back up to its all-time high. Yeah, it's still bearish under 7 cents, bullish over 10 cents. So it's really not doing anything right now. I think anyone who isn't selling here is crazy. Stock market had a 1.9 billion volume rug pull today. What does that mean? GameStop marked the top last time. This feels really similar. Wait, so does that mean it's a good time for me to buy Disney? Wait, what's Intel at? Intel stock. That's where I'll put my 10K. That 10K could have been like, it could have been like 22K if I sold all of my OXT at 14 cents, but I didn't, and I held like a fool because I thought it was going to go higher. I thought this was it. Yeah, Intel's at 23 bucks. I hope I got all your guys' coins, because that was a lot of coins. A lot of members came in and requested coins. You guys are truly getting your money's worth, so that's pretty good. Nicholas Bryan says Moodang to the moon. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Moodang doesn't look bad. It looks like it's attempting to break out. Yeah, Moodang's very bullish right now, guys. 33 cents is in play, and then you have 71 cents and it's $6. Yeah, so Moodang up to $6 right now. Very bullish on Moodang. I think we also came back and retested. Yeah, so like we always say, 236382 pullback before the next move up. And then on the shorter time frame, you don't want to make a higher low, getting stuck at the 618786. So technically, you're getting stuck at the 618 right now at 23 cents. I knew that because I'm a master, as Vision likes to say. I've perfected the market. But we have resistance here, and we have resistance at 28 cents. What we don't want to see is a lower high, because technically speaking, you're still making lower highs, right? And that coincides perfectly with the 618. So, but it's very bullish on the macro time frame. So, very, very, very bullish on the macro time frame. XN is making great bull flag in our opinions. Your thoughts? Fake Money Millionaires Club. XN. Yeah, XN's pretty good. Yeah, XN's not doing anything. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very, very bullish still. 1 cent 90 should take us to 2 cents 40, then XN to the moon. On the downside, 1 cent 50 does need to hold. But yeah, you've done the same thing over and over again. And in terms of like support, you've held every key area of support. You even held macro support at 2098, and then you got a bounce, and then you got stuck at. Yeah, you got stuck at the 618.5. You're still making lower highs though, so you really need to break 1 cent 90, and then once you double top 2 cents 40, this thing should fly once you get past it. Flex says you get my coins. I did cock Inu for you. You asked for Degen and Plume. I'll take a look at Plume and Degen. But yeah, we did. We looked at cock Inu for you. Degen. Yeah, Degen's looking pretty good. We're over 2042, so we're no longer bearish. And then the target on the upside right now is 207. And you have long ways to go still. So, I mean, the good thing is the stock RSI is resetting and you're making higher highs. That's the best case scenario. Best case scenario is also RSI resetting, and then you're actually making higher highs on this very short time frame. So almost looks like it wants to leg up, and the next leg up should take us to 207 to 1 cent. But keep in mind, it could still come up to 1 cent 60 and then come back down and be bearish, okay? So not financial advice, just my opinion. And then you said, what? Plume, which we have a chart for. Yeah, trading view for the win, man. All my charts are saved. Yeah, bullish over 11 cents should take us to 15 cents. So it looks like it's breaking out. You made a higher high, so obviously you're going to get some sort of retracement. And obviously that retracement needs to stay over this line at 11 cents. And then target on the upside is 15 cents, 15 cents 80. So nothing has changed with Plume. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Silver Days has XRP. It better be at $6.50. Yeah, dude, XRP isn't even coming back down, so... Taking a look at XRP on the live stream. So, I mean, nothing has really happened from our last update video. But, I mean, this thing is so bullish. It's refusing to come even back down for any sort of retracement to reset the RSI and the stock RSI. So the only reason why I'm saying that is because be careful, because if we do get a sell-off and as long as we stay over the box, 650 is still in play. I mean, based on what I'm seeing, this thing is mega bullish and the targets on the upside are all still valid. So $6.50, and then Moonboy targets up to $27. Now, before you come at my throat and say, oh my God, XRP $27, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying once you break 650, you have a target up here at 27. So you could stop at 7, you could stop at 10, you could stop at 15. But technically, you have resistance. The next area of resistance is $27. So that's pretty much it for XRP. Keep in mind the RSI and the stock RSI are extremely overbought, exhausted, at overbought, and very bullish. So if we do get some sort of consolidation, retracement, pullback, it needs to stay over 267 and 304. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Oh, man. Have you said a single coin is bearish yet? I think so. Wait, what do you mean? Let's see. Wait, what do you mean? Have you said have you said a single coin is bearish yet? I don't know. What does that mean? It's crazy how we're in third quarter. Yeah, I know. Seriously. How about Chainlink? What's up, Salvador? I'm gonna buy some AVAX. I'm going to buy some AVAX. And sweet, sorry, LOL. What are you sorry about? Wait, didn't we look at Avalanche? Oh, it looks like, I mean, if you're buying it now, you're hoping for it to rip to $35. But if you're buying it now, you might be buying the top. So just be careful. Not financial advice, but keep in mind every single time. But of course, like the one time I tell you this, but generally speaking, look, like, I mean, every single time, what the heck? Yeah, every single time we're overbought, we have marked some sort of top. Even here, we had a retracement. Here, we went down, but then we went up. So, I mean, good luck. Maybe I wouldn't buy right now, but of course, the one time I say I wouldn't buy right now, it goes up. It goes past $35. So you got to do what's best for you. Avalanche is a good. I mean, it's okay. I would choose Avalanche over Cosmos for sure. I would definitely choose Avalanche over Cosmos. Over Atom. Over Atom and what's the other one? Cardano. What do you think about LCX and XYO? Well, did you watch my XYO update video on Saturday, Vlad? So I make update videos on XYO actually. So definitely go check that out. Oh, is Wealth Abundance here? Hey, what's up, baby? You want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi? Oh my God. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, here we go. Hey. Oh. Oops. Okay, there you go. Oh my God, no stepping on my keyboard. Oh man, I got hair in my face. So much hair, like all over. If you have cats, then hey, you wanna come over here? Here you go. Wow, she is like very active right now. I don't know. She keeps getting in my way. So sorry guys, we got cat crossing here. Oh, now she's gonna go back and sleep where she was. She sleeps behind my desk sometimes. Oh, like behind my monitor. Let's see. Hi Meow, have you taken a look at Pangu? No, I haven't. And Kevin Cole says Turbo. I know a couple people have Turbo, so we could take a look at Turbo. Yeah, Turbo is consolidating in support right now. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So we said Turbo had support at 205 to 2058. Clearly, we're retesting this area as support. It is resetting the stock RSI and it is resetting the RSI. It is cooling off, so that is good. As long as it could cool off, consolidate, and with the retracement over this box, then the targets on the upside are all still valid. They would be once you get a breakout over 2058, it would be 87 and then 1 cent 40 for previous all-time highs. That's what you really want to see. You don't want to see a price action below this box, below. So I got a bunch of cat hair on my face. Below 2 zeros and 205. And yeah, with that being said, I'll keep you guys updated. None of this is financial advice. It is none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I saw like inhale it, and it just goes in my hair, or it goes in my nose. I need to go get a nose wax, and they're gonna grab all the cat hair out of my noses, or out of my nose, nostrils. There we go. And Sweet says, I know all about cat hair. I have 6. You have 6 cats? Let's go. I bet they all love you. Mr. Grimaldi's in the house. What's up, Mr. Grimaldi? Now, are you looking to buy another crypto, or are you more focused on Bitcoin and stocks right now? Well, first of all, no stocks. And then I'm focused on next cycle Bitcoin. So I'd rather just keep my money and buy Bitcoin next cycle. Start buying the massive dips. Like start putting in $1,000, and I'm gonna be doing it with you guys on the live stream. So I think, look, I think I could show you guys my Robinhood, right? So oh, I guess I have $5. I got $5 of free Disney, and I ended up putting it into, yeah, I ended up putting, I got $5 and I ended up putting it in Disney. So, can I show this? Yeah, I don't have, this isn't showing any information. Yeah, so next cycle, I'm just going to be clicking Bitcoin, and I'm going to be buying Bitcoin with you guys, like when we get massive dips. The other stuff I'm looking at is obviously Disney, and I'm also looking at Intel. I think Intel should come back for sure, but like the greatest underdog story, you know what I mean? Wealth abundance. I just called Zuzi out of the room. I have 1 cat. Your cat needs a friend. Yeah, your cat needs a friend. Jasmine, nobody sausage. Jasmine. Oh, I guess we forgot Jasmine, huh? Let's see. Is it doing anything though? Yeah, I got stuck at resistance. So, taking a look at Jasmine coin on the live stream. So you're still in this uptrend technically. This chart is very good in my opinion. We did get stuck at resistance at 2 cents, so we never ended up actually tagging resistance. So what we really want to see is a impulsive move up that takes us over this box. The RSI is extremely overbought, so on the downside, it just needs to still stay over 1 cent 60. As long as it does, the targets on the upside are all still valid. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Yeah. So Vision was talking about Robinhood, and he was like, "Oh, peanuts on Rob." I don't know if he even has Robinhood, but like, look here. Let me show you guys. So like, when he's like, "Oh, what did he say?" He said something was on here. I just went on search, and I was like, "Polka dot." What did he say? Like, or he said Chronos. So yeah, I could actually click Chronos, but it says it can't be traded. So he needs to go over here. He needs to hit crypto. And then he needs to hit tradable, and then you can see all the coins that are tradable on. That's when you have retirement, because my Bitcoin is going. I'm not trading it. I'm only going to be buying it, right? Anyway, so yeah, these are all the coins that are tradable on Robinhood by market, sorted by market cap. So Mooding's the cheapest one. Then Peanut the Squirrel. He wants me to buy Peanut the Squirrel. No way, man. I can't do that. Like, that's a lot of money to put in Peanut. And I already have Dogelon, so, like, I'm not going to put another 10K into another meme coin. I'm going to buy utility. Dude, he would kill me, dude, if you heard that. You stupid. You didn't learn your lesson the first time. Yeah, 6 years, bro. 6 years. Do you know how psychologically scarring that is? Like, to hold a coin for 6 years and it actually just go down and never getting alt season. Bro, it sucks. It really does. I'm over it though, and luckily it's like it's fine. But you live and you learn. I'm never doing that again. So I know. Like people are like, hey, you need to put it in something right now, and you need to do that. But I don't want to make the same mistake again. So I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna like take a step back a little bit. My Dogelon will make it or not make it, and then that way I have some capital for when we do start dipping. And when I start looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, and I'm like, hey guys, like Bitcoin's going down and everyone's going to be sad, but I'm going to be like, hey, check it out. Bitcoin on the weekly is extremely oversold, like it was here, for example. Look, let me show you guys. Like here is when I would have bought. Bam. And I would be like, hey, I just bought like $2,000-$3,000 worth of Bitcoin because the RSI is oversold, and it stayed oversold. So I would be buying down here. And then when it goes up, I'm like, oh, I'll just hold it. So I never would have bought back in, but I want that kind of discipline where I just buy, I hold it, and then I just like relax. I don't have to do anything, and then I'll find another time to buy. So the next time I would buy is when the RSI hits oversold again and we get massive dips. So I think that's the best way to do it. I'm not trying to I don't care about getting like millions overnight or in the next year or two. I'm fine playing the long game. I think the long game is a little bit more stress-free and safer. So that's why it's like, I'll just buy a 2001 Mustang Cobra convertible. Drive off into the sunset with my wife. I'll be like, yes, I'll drive off with Amanda, my wife, aka Amanda. That's funny. I had to tell her. I was like, hey, just FYI. Amanda is your made up name because I'm not gonna tell them your name, but Vision came up with Amanda, so you're Amanda. So if you hear him ever saying I'm gonna drive away in a C5 with Amanda, just remember, I still love you. I'm not cheating on you, but that's your internet name. And she was like, that's fine. Oh, and it's funny. I showed her the two cars in his Discord, and she was like, they're both ugly. And I wanted to say something like in there, like, yeah, but then I was like, never mind. But hey, I like the red interior, but whatever. Let's see. Dwayne Kelly says open stock looking like AMC and GameStop. Oh, open stock is it was like $3, right? She said that's what cats do. I don't think he has Robinhood account. Yeah, I don't think he like did he because like you could just go over here and you could actually like look at all the coins that you have like they have on here. Yeah, honestly, if I were to buy anything, it would probably be Litecoin. It would actually probably be Litecoin because it hasn't done anything. But I would never put $10,000 in to Litecoin. So again, like if I make it, I'll make it with Dogelon. If not, then I guess I'll like I'm not broke. I'm not gonna have at least I won't have zero amount of money to put in when Bitcoin starts going down. So I'm fine. I'll be fine. Let's see. Got in open on Chetaflow alert. When it comes to coins, also heard there's no ETH left. OTC bullish. I wish I was as patient as you. Yeah, dude, you just gotta it like really messes with you, man. Like trust me, that happened with me 2 cycles ago with XLM. So it's not healthy. You gotta really I deleted all the apps on my phone. I don't look at it, and then obviously to begin with, you always buy back in. You just gotta be self-aware and aware of what you're doing. And it's like, oh, I keep going back to it. This is unhealthy. It's uncontrollable. I can't control myself. So it's I want to be in control of myself. So I'm just going to completely take drastic measures, deleting the apps and not doing anything. And then gradually, as you do that, maybe you might have to do it a couple of times, or it's going to take a couple months or even years. But as long as you keep telling yourself that, then you start catching yourself doing it, and then you can kind of disconnect yourself from with it. And then you don't you have a solid foundation where you can be hey, I'm gonna sell, this is it, and then I'm gonna start buying, and I'm gonna be doing that on the live stream next cycle. So I'm gonna be 5 years older I'm probably gonna have gray hair, but hopefully I look the same. But we're gonna be doing this on the live stream, so yeah. What do you think of GST? I think GST is a allo coin. I think GST is an allo coin. So I think GST is one of the coins that Allo is going to buy and make a ton of money on, because this thing's like basically at its all-time low. Yeah, Coinbase. Yeah, so for GST, I mean, it's bearish under 3 cents 30, bullish over 9 cents 90. And then keep in mind, it's 385% back up to its 236. Oh, I guess let me take a look at it on the daily. There we go. Yeah. It is around 400% up to the 236, and then over a 10x back up to the 382. I think it could still go back up to the 382 because that's what it did last time. So because you made a lower low, maybe it does, and you make a lower high, and then this thing gets delisted and goes to 0. Or maybe they bring it back. You know, you just never know. But they did rug it, and it's like very diluted now. So just be careful with this coin. It's Amanda. Wait, that's from a movie, isn't it? Oh, that's clever. Oh no, that's from Friends. That's what it is. Oh, so you're probably like pretty old, because that's from Friends, and you would know that if you were like around 40s, or like between 35 and 45. So I think we found out Perry's age, guys. Allo, they rugged it, of course. Solana, Silver Days says Solana. Solana Mama. Solama. Yeah, so for Solana, you're breaking out. So over 190. So first of all, we actually hit our target. So I guess let me make a video on this. Taking a look at Solana on the live stream. So we hit our target. Our target was 195. I don't know if we're going to hold it. So at this point, we could delete this area of resistance. Keep in mind, with any sort of pullback, and the reason why I say pullback is because we're extremely overbought, and our RSI is extremely bullish right now. So with any sort of pullback, which obviously that does happen when you get monster moves up like we just did, we look at support, right? So as long as, so a couple things can happen with Solana. We could break over 234. That is our next target as of right now. We could stay over 195, which is the best case scenario, because you're actually staying over resistance, which is now flip support. Or we get some sort of cool off and reset and sell off on the RSI and the stock RSI, and the price action takes us back, but we stay over 167 to 178. So as long as with a pullback, we stay over these targets. The targets on the upside are also valid, and then we could just take a look at it from there. But if we don't hold this box, then we'll have to re-look at areas of support in order to maintain this uptrend, and areas that we can get a bounce from in the future. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. There you go. It's over. Day 5, no emotes. So I went on Fiverr, and I reached out to one of the people on there, and they are working on it. So I did the Doge on Mars logo, and then I did Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and then I think the 6th one was like something else. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm just waiting for them to deliver. I think it's at like 72 hours. So 72 hours from yesterday would be like in 2 days from now. So Gearthin, there will be emotes. Moodang and Peanut, please. Also, did you buy anything with your OXT money? No, it's in the bank. I didn't, and I actually closed down Coinbase, so I don't buy it again, because I feel like it's gonna get, I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna say that, because it's gonna come, like, I feel like it's gonna be taken as it coming from a bad place, and I hope OXT goes up. I really do. So I hope everybody in OXT makes money. But as far as me, I'm not going to, because I sold. The movie Can't Hardly Wait. No ETH on OTC is a straight lie. LL Perry, did he just call us old? No, I didn't. Hey, that I'm not going to tell you guys how old I am, but that's between the parameters of my age. So, and I watched Friends. Actually, I've watched it probably like 30 times now. So, during the bull run, they will cap so hard for you not to sell, and you can be a back holder. So you can be a back holder. Yeah. I don't have friends. What you mean? Solana running memes on Solana will run after. Dude, what's happening with what's it called? Samo. What happened with Samo? Why is this thing all the way down at the lows? I'm surprised Vision hasn't said it, but man, I mean, this thing, even back up to its all-time high, is over 100x. It's like 100x. So why wouldn't I put 10K in here, you know? This is on Gemini, which is why I'm saying that. What do you think about Ave Gache? Do the candles too, like the dump can. Oh, okay. Hold on, I gotta write this down. Damn it, I gotta now send in a revision. Any more ideas? Hold on. Pump candles. Dump candles. Okay. Oh, you don't see my grays? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I have tons of grays, but you can't see them. Yeah, hey, any other suggestions for emotes? Because we're going to do pump candles, dump candles. Just wait for the big pullback and then buy with your OXT money. At least buy gold or silver. I'd rather buy silver than gold. But also with more and more cars, like electric vehicle cars, I think silver is going to finally break its previous all-time high. But I don't like holding like anything physical, so I think I might just do it on Robinhood. But I'm guessing you're 36. That's close, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm guessing you're 33 because of no grays. I'm not going to tell you, but that's wrong. Imagine writing down a physical. Well, yeah. What? You want me to like open up a notepad? I'm not going to open up a notepad. I'm going to write it right here. And then I'm gonna message after the YouTube session. I'm gonna message the guy, and I'm gonna say, hey, can you add these emotes like pump candle and then dump candle? Cat emotes too. Oh man, this is getting too expensive. Okay, cat emotes. Cat emotes. Like what? Like, give me an example. Yeah, I guess it is crypto meow analysis. Yeah, you guys are right. Cat emotes. Okay. SIVR. Can I buy that on Robinhood? Let me see. Oh, I can. Physical silver ETF. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, it's just, look at this. It's like I'd be buying the freaking top right now. But dude, this thing's about to break its previous high. I mean, 2011, what a joke, but I feel like this thing's about to have a massive breakout. Like, dude, this thing's been accumulating for more than 15 years, and there's actually going to be use case. There is actually going to be use case on this. Does this pay dividend? No, it doesn't pay dividend. I mean, why would it pay dividend, actually? That's pretty dumb, right? Yeah, dude, look at this. But if you bought, that's crazy, man. If you bought in July of 2024, sorry, if you bought in July 24th, 2009, you're only up 5.84%. That's so dumb. You had to wait. How long did you have to wait? You had to wait almost 20 years? No, like 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. 16 years. You had to wait 16 years to get your money back, dude. That's Imagine buying and this is the top, and then you have to wait 16 years to get your money back. Bro, it pays no dividend too, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm bullish on silver too. The chart looks better on, yeah, I'm super, that's 100% silver for sure. I'm super bullish on silver. Yeah, no, like it's been too long for silver. With that being said, I mean, we've been live for an hour, so I'll take a couple more coin requests before we get too out of hand. I gotta send in this request to modify pump candle, dump candle, and cat emotes to the sky. So I gotta edit some videos and then post them. So look at this. What, like Miata? I didn't even look up a 2016 Mazda Miata. What the hell? I would never buy that car. Let's see. Do you think XRP will be worth more than Bitcoin in the long run? No, I don't. I don't think so. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, okay? If you think so, I hope it does work out for you. I don't think so, but I hope that we both make it. So I'm not trying to put you down. But also you shouldn't just like depend on my opinion because you have an opinion too. So if you think that it will, then that's good for you. I just don't. So that's what makes us different, and that's what allows us to have different plays, where my play is going to be Bitcoin and your play is going to be XRP. So regardless, I hope both of our plays end up working out in the long run, which I think it will anyway. I think XRP is going to go is going to go up. It's going to be very good, and it has a use case for worldwide, like use case worldwide, a worldwide use case. There we go. Bro, Peanut and Degen. So I already did Degen, but yeah, we got to actually take a look at Peanut. Heading out. Take care. See you later, Free Lightning, and thank you so much for the free for the gift. I really appreciate that. Now that person has to be a member for life. Peanuts. Why isn't it like showing up? Taking a look at Peanut the Squirrel on the live stream. So we are making a lower high right now. We're attempting to break out. We are getting stuck at the 382 for Peanut the Squirrel. 37 cents. We need to get a breakout over 37 cents. Once you break out, the next target should be 77 cents, which will validate this uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. So, I mean, technically, you could even also scoot it back here, right? But I mean, you did have this giant rally. So, as of right now, on the downside, it needs to stay over 23 cents. Anything under 23 cents, which actually does invalidate this uptrend, is going to be macro bearish. So, kind of crucial point right here. We're just waiting for it to get that breakout over 37 cents. And then the target on the upside is going to be 78 cents for Peanut. Once we get through these levels, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cat with his food bowl pumping for emotes. Emote a pump cat and a dump cat. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to write that down. Imagine writing things down. Yeah, I'm writing it down. Imagine writing things down on a piece of paper in 2025. Yeah, what? Am I gonna type it in on my computer? I think like if I open Microsoft Word, it has like my personal information on top. I guess I could write it down on my phone. I'm thinking Peanut lower than lower high, then maybe slightly higher high, then maybe in the range no impulse to 72 cents. Possibly. We just need to get a break over 38 cents, and then the next major area of resistance should be 78 cents, which validates this uptrend. But also, it could just be one of those coins that never goes up. But it's relatively a small market cap, so I don't see why it wouldn't go up, especially when everything else is going to be going parabolic towards the end of the cycle when we get those last impulsive moves up. Make a cat with money printer as an emote. Cat money printer. Cat money printer. Can you do flare? Back on my bullish. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It looks like the coins just came out and it's just been it's been accumulating since conception. It's been consolidating since conception, so it's not really doing anything, unfortunately. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to know the targets, they haven't really changed from last time using this wick from the high to the low. Bullish over 2 cents 40, bearish under 1 cent 60. We've just been consolidating in resistance, which isn't a bad thing since April of this year. So Jack Moore says, can you do Pengu? Did I not look at Pengu? A couple people asked for it, but again, maybe I just maybe I missed it because there's just so many people in the chat. There we go. Taking a look at Pengu, making an update video on Pengu on the live stream. So far so good. We actually never ended up getting a pullback. We actually ended up making a higher high. And we're attempting to break out of this channel, which again, the next target on the upside is going to be 4 cents 80, and then 10 cents, and then from there to the moon. If we do manage to get a breakout, then all the targets on the upside are still valid. But if the RSI is going to cool off and the stock RSI is going to cool off, just keep in mind on the shorter time frame, we have support at 2 cents 60, 3 cents, and then on the bigger time frame, it's 2 cents 10, 2 cents 60. And then on the macro time frame, it would be 1 cent 50, 2 cent 20. So we have a lot of areas of support for Pengu where it could come down and we could get get a cool off, have a sell off, consolidate a little bit before we get ready for the next move up. But in terms of in the immediate future, it would be 2 cents 60 to 3 cents. And then obviously we'll take a look at it as we start breaking those areas of support. But we don't have to worry about that as long as we're making higher highs and we get a breakout over 4 cents 80. That is our next target on the upside right now. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, hold on. Hey, do you want me to get the gate? Yeah, but I can get the gate. Wait, were you just gonna leave it out there? Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I'll get the gate. All right, guys, hold on. I gotta get the gate for my wife in her really crappy 2008 Toyota Corolla. Give me a second. I'm still live streaming. Yeah, so no cursing or saying bad words. I'm just joking. Okay, let's see. I am back. We did Flare, we did Pengu. Nobody sausage. What does that mean? Hi, can you oh. What does that mean? Can you do NCT? NCT USD. Yeah, NCT, I mean, NCT has a really nice chart, actually. It kind of looks like Dogecoin. You're literally just validating this uptrend. I mean, technically, even all the way back here. But for NCT, on the macro time frame, from the high to the low, you're getting stuck at the 382, but it actually looks like you're attempting to break out. And the targets on the upside right now are 3 cents 20, 4 cents 70, and then 8 cents 30. So these are all the areas of resistance as of right now on the upside. And then on the downside, I think we're still holding support, which I guess we could just do that and say support's 1 cent 29. So that's pretty much it for NCT, not financial advice, just my opinion. And then NSuite wants, let's see. NSuite wants, what do you want? Oh, nobody sausage. Let's see. Nobody sausage. You're welcome, Anon. Hey. Is this the right coin? Oh, this doesn't look bad. Hey. Yeah, I mean, high risk, high reward. It doesn't look bad. I mean, technically, you made a higher high, so this thing looks like it wants to run. But I'd say bullish over 3 cents 30. Target on the upside is the 1618, which is 19 cents right now. And then if we break 3 cents 30, then we're probably going to come back down to the lows. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And I think with that being said, that's pretty much it. I think I got everybody's coins. So thank you so much for coming by. We've been live for about an hour and 13 minutes. Thank you so much. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great Tuesday tomorrow. Just keep in mind, we are going to be live streaming again tomorrow night. I will be live streaming a little bit later. So it will be a little bit later in the night, probably around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Obviously, I'll put the schedule up on the shorts and my and obviously on my X and stuff like that. So if you guys follow me on there, you'll know. Other than that, have a great night. Have a great Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for the super chats, the members, the subscribers. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much.